U.S. is wealthy, and it's the wealthiest country on earth, but it's not really. Well, I mean, obviously,
Look, compared to U.S. malls are dead.
Welcome to China, welcome to Shanghai. My name is Jay. Can I have your introduction, your names, and where you're from, please?
My name is Hunter. I am from Boston, Massachusetts.
and I am Justin. I'm from Boston as well.
And so what are you doing here in China?
Tourism, looking around. I've always wanted to come here because I've always seen on videos of it, see how like advanced it is now
Okay.
compared to the U.S. So I really wanted to come here and check it out.
And I'm tourism as well, but I'm half Chinese, so
Oh, okay.
I got parents living in Shanghai, so I just tourism. But besides that, I will be usually
So-
visiting my grandparents.
So it's kind of like you're the guy.
Yeah,
You
he
could
has
say
been
so,
the
yes.
guide.
You can say that. I'm his guide
Okay.
because I know how to
Okay.
speak Mandarin a lot.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
here and there. So
So before you guys come here, what is your impression? What do you think of China?
It was quite a mystery, honestly. I only see like what the U.S. would say, and then like what I can see on TikTok and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to come in with a clear mind. I really didn't want to come in with like my own impression.
Okay. How about you?
I mean, for me, I come to China every single year. I come here once a year to visit my grandparents, so
Okay.
I'm kind of exposed to the Chinese culture and those already. So
Okay.
so it doesn't shock me.
Yeah. So what is the biggest or the craziest thing you ever heard about China back in the States?
Just like the controlling aspect of like the society with the facial recognition everywhere,
Okay.
and just like I guess they say the personal lack of freedom.
So based on your experiences for the past week in China, what do you think of the misconceptions?
Personally, I think there's a lot of like differences, and like I feel like people, they want to say like people are oppressed, but it seems like I look around here, especially look compared to U.S. malls. U.S. malls are dead. You come to China, and the Chinese malls are like living alive, and like they're just tearing down malls in the U.S. While here you have people all over like shopping.
Okay. How about you?
For me, I think, well, because
I think
as
you
I
have
mentioned,
a lot
I came
more-
here once a year. The biggest difference is just, I guess, it's just sense of, as what he said, it's just dead. Especially like when I usually go to Natiquan, which is a mall that's out like 20 minutes away from my home. It's usually doesn't have a lot of people inside. It's just generally just stores shutting down. So it's like it's kind of alive here that you see people walking, and especially when we're in Pop Mart.
Yeah,
as
you
well
guys get a lot.
yeah, as well as Uniqlo, it's just crowded
Yeah.
and packed. Though, I mean, I don't like crowded store, but it's definitely a good sign of people are shopping, stuff like that, especially the experience as well.
Okay. So let's talk about the trip in China. So you said you've been to Beijing and Shanghai. So what do you think the differences between the two cities?
I'd say that especially because it's the capital, it's a lot more secure. You have a lot more security everywhere, keeping like an eye out. There's less foreigners in Beijing. I definitely got a lot more people staring at me than compared to here. A lot of people like look at me and be like, hi. But definitely around here, I think people are more accustomed to seeing foreigners.
Okay. What about you?
I guess because obviously my looking it's just pretty Asian, so I didn't receive that endangered species view unlike him.
Okay.
But yeah, I think in general Beijing is more serving the function of a political center, so it's definitely like we need to carry passport everywhere, whereas Shanghai we don't really need to.
Okay.
So yeah, just that level of security. In terms of big difference, I think it just as what he said, Beijing have a lot of no foreigners pretty much. But Shanghai we saw a lot of foreigners. Like last night we went to boat ride in Huangpu on the Huangpu River.
Okay.
We saw a handful of foreigners. So I guess just Shanghai is more
International.
welcome or in that because Shanghai don't require anything pretty much. Well, I mean we still bring passport around, but Shanghai just people speak English in Shanghai, whereas Beijing kind of difference. But which I understand because there's no need. So yeah, Shanghai's more suitable for us.
Okay. Okay. So what do you think the most your favorite part of this trip?
I would say definitely seeing like the historical sites. I really liked seeing Tiananmen Square.
Okay.
It was really fun. watching the lower the flag. That was really nice to see.
You experienced that.
Yeah.
Wait, like, did you take him? Did you take him to the?
Yes.
When do you like? When do you go there?
We went there, I think, the 10th.
Yeah, the 10th.
The 10th, and we saw them taking down the flag.
Yeah, it was taking down the
Yeah.
flag.
Okay, just the taking down.
Yeah,
not
because
going up.
we couldn't book the 4 a.m. one.
Oh, you have to make a reservation for
Yeah.
that?
Yes, where it's a little different. Like we were, because a few years ago, prior to COVID, when I came to China, I went to Forbidden City as well as Mao's Memorial as well as People's Congress without reservation.
Okay.
But this time, they require reservation, and we couldn't get that. So we were thinking about coming back in August to get that,
Okay.
because we're going to Japan after.
Are
But
you
I
coming
think
back too?
Yeah.
yes, we traveling together. It's just the biggest difference is like, I guess Shanghai doesn't require you to go through a lot, but in Beijing you have to do everything online, so it's not that convenient. But Shanghai is definitely way convenient because I don't need a Chinese phone number, whereas the flag show as well as the the Great Wall and all those require you to book advance using a Chinese phone number.
Okay. So,
So-
what's something that you think you don't like about this trip?
You want me to take that?
Yeah, sure.
I guess it's just how unfriendly the reservation was, especially for Beijing.
Okay.
Like, as a common foreigner that does not have a Chinese phone number, it's really hard for us to like actually done booking through WeChat because we don't have
Okay.
Chinese phone number.
Yeah.
So when I click on that, it just won't load. So I have to ask my mom, which have a Chinese phone number, to book for us. But yeah, compared with Shanghai though, it doesn't. You can use foreign phone number. Like we booked tonight, we're gonna go to Shanghai Tower to experience the night view.
Okay. So
Whereas
did you book the reservation also through WeChat or
a sea trip,
Ctrip?
yes,
Okay.
and that allows you to do that. But in Beijing, when we try to book the Mao's Memorial as well as the Forbidden City, the sea trip doesn't let you do that. You have to do it through WeChat, and we can't do that. So, but prior to COVID, when I came to Beijing, I can just buy the ticket in person, but they don't let us do that anymore. So that's like, I guess it's convenient for local because they have they have a local phone number, but for foreigner it's really just hard because we don't have a local phone number
So
to
if
use.
anyone in the authorities watching this, make some changes.
Oh, there's definitely changes happening a lot. Like prior, like we can use foreign
Yeah,
card
you
to
can use foreign cards and taxis.
and then subways and Alipay, we can link that, which is very convenient. And pretty much everywhere, like when we went to bar last night, we can use Alipay linked with foreign card to pay, which is things definitely improving. It's definitely improving.
It's improving compared to last year. People saying that they'll complain about the credit card linking. Did I pay on WeChat?
This exact same Apple store, as I think after COVID 2023, when I came back, I was trying to give my mom some gifts, iPhone, but they couldn't tap Apple credit card. You know, Apple have its own credit card in the US. They couldn't do that. But this year, I just bought the case and then screen protectors. Is able to use foreign credit cards. So it's definitely improving as a step by step.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So if you can give one piece of advice for people, especially the foreigners coming to China for travel, do you have anything for them?
I would say definitely do your research and book ahead because a lot of things are sold out like weeks in advance. And just come in with an open mind.
Okay.
For me, I guess definitely get a Chinese phone number
Okay,
at the airport.
Can you, at the airport?
They let you do that, but we just use T-Mobile service, so
Okay.
using data. So I didn't think that much because from my experience, it was like I can just go to a ticket booth and just grab the ticket.
Yeah.
Where things has been different. So if I were asked, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Okay. Let's get back to the States. So, can you tell me a little bit more about Boston? If we're visiting Boston, do you have any suggestions for where to go?
I would definitely recommend, depending on the season, attend a sports game
Okay.
because the sports life culture in Boston is really, really
Red
good.
Sox.
Okay.
Red Sox, Bruins, Celtics, basketball.
Okay.
there's American football, but it's kind of like 30 minutes away from the city. But still, if you can get there, it is really worth the time because Boston sports culture is like one of the top in the United States.
Okay.
And another thing is it's very walkable. It's unlike, you don't need a car in Boston. You can just walk everywhere, and the public transportation is pretty suitable for everybody.
I guess for my suggestion, well, because I know, what's your target audience? Like, is it to Chinese or is it to foreigners? Other foreigners, right?
To foreigners. For this part, it's
Alright.
to foreigners.
Okay, so if it's to foreigners, come during St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the things that Boston they drink.
Okay.
That is, like, you will see rings everywhere, and then
Okay.
people drinking on the street. That is the best way to experience Boston, which is the St. Patrick's Day.
Okay. What month?
It is in March.
March.
I believe it's the second.
It's about
week,
second week
second
of March.
week in
Second week of March. So does the NCAA Crazy March also?
March Madness?
Yeah, March Madness. It's also
NCAA.
second. Which,
March Madness is, they say it's in March, but it's more, it starts more like the end of March and April.
Yes.
okay.
But yeah, it's definitely the St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's, try to get to the St. Patrick's Day parade and try to get into a sports game if you travel to Boston.
Okay. So, what's something you really like about the States and something you dislike about it?
I really like the cultural differences. You can go from Boston and then you go all the way down to the south to Florida. It's like you're going to a whole different country. And some things I don't like about it is it's rather the politics there are kind of just two-faced. They're not.
Okay.
They'll say they do stuff for the people, but it's actually just for the top billionaires and then the foreign lobbies.
How about you?
I mean, I'm a poli sci major. What I don't like is probably the polarization of the parties now, whereas 10 years, 20 years ago, at least there's some consensus between the parties, but now there's no consensus. You either hate this party or you love this party. There's nothing in between anymore. And also, how we voted now is just I'm not gonna vote based on who I like. It's by who I
Don't
who I dislike the least.
Okay.
So if I hate this person but I dislike this person, I'm gonna choose the dislike but not the hate. So it's just that's the part I don't like how it has come to this way.
That's interesting. So, in your opinion, what do you think that the biggest misconception the world has towards the U.S.?
Towards the U.S.?
Yeah.
I'd say that everyone's wealthy in the U.S. I feel like, they say it's a nation of wealth, but in reality, it's the global economy is really bad, and especially hitting the U.S. pretty hard, and a lot of people are struggling paycheck to paycheck.
How about you?
I would agree so, because I think people think that, U.S. is wealthy and it's the wealthiest country on earth, but it's not really. Well, I mean, obviously, if you talk about Jeff Bezos, then obviously he's gonna be the wealthiest person.
Yeah.
But Jeff Bezos does not represent the common American. That's the middle class. So, I mean,
Unless he share his wealthy
Yeah.
to the middle class or the lower class.
Yeah, if you talk about obviously you can.
That's loud.
That is. Well, no, that's fine. Just saying that Alibaba's wealth is shared with the Chinese, that's obviously wrong. So yeah, I think the common misconception is that all Americans are wealthy, but the truth is there's wealthy American, there's also poor American, there's also middle class American. Just like every society, like China, there's wealthy, there's poor, and there's middle class. So it's just relatively the same. Yeah.
Okay. That's it. That's all I have. Do you have any questions for me?
That's it.
Not really.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.